Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Zombie Quaggan and here I'm going to show you the Uncategorized Fractal. Now this is sometimes called the Asura Fractal and normally there'd be more harpies by here, but some people have already run through this. I'm here ever so slightly late, but yeah. So the idea is you see these kind of arrow kind of floating kind of platforms. You just jump across them just to get to the top. Now there's some people just waiting at the top, but I thought I kind of wanted to get some stacks of bloodlust up. So I just wanted to kill them, basically. And I don't like people who skip bad guys. There's no point. Just kill everything. So, yeah, they're through that kind of path. There's another guy running up. He must have fallen down, or it might have been someone who spawned later than me. So, yeah, we're about to enter the first kind of boss fight. And it's amazing, because there are like these four different bosses, okay? So in reverse order, the way you kill them, there's like an Etin and it's really kind of slow. So what tends to happen on really high level fractals, someone will kite the Etin. And then because he just does a lot of damage, but you can kind of avoid the attacks a lot. And then there's also a shaman who left all those kind of burning kind of things across the floor, like all the AoE. So he tends to die third last, and that's because there's a bandit saboteur who drops a lot of bombs, who tends to be the second one to kill. And there's also a rabbit who has very little health, but pretty much insta-downs you when you killed. It's like a nice little reference to the rabbit from Monty Python. So you kill all them, you run up these little stairs. Oh, I guess I did avoid these. Hold on. So you run past everything, and now see this kind of path here? These little energy bits, they hurt quite a lot. Like 2 probably will down you. So you want to kind of avoid them while running at the top. And then see these little red markers here? If all 3 people activate them at the same time, it completely disables that field. Which is why I've run on ahead, just to try and disable one. And why have you run past? You help everyone else. That's what you're supposed to do in fractals and everything. See, that person gets it. So there's 2 of us here now. 1 ran past, so we could have easily disabled it for everyone else at this point. But no. That's not how everyone works. Now they've run past, so we could have disabled it already. It's just... This is what happens when you just run past, guys. There's literally no point staying there now. Because by the time the 3rd person gets past, we're all up. Although they were doing something else. For no reason. So now we're just waiting on the last person. So I may as well talk about the mechanics in the next room, okay? So there's a big golem. And while that golem is fighting, he can summon a giant poisonous gas kind of cloud to kind of damage you. And then at the far end of the room there's a big fan that blows it all away. And then kind of on there's kind of 3 kind of areas. In the other 2 areas there's these power nodes that power the fan. So you've got to take this item on the floor. It's called a tier of Dwayne. I think it's a tier. Those little pink things in the background. They power the actual generators, which then power the fan. So you'll see the poison start. See, that's the poison. You can see a little debuff on the bottom, that green one. So you basically run up, you take these, and it's actually already got power at the start. I was kind of hoping someone else would turn it off, but oh well. There, someone's turned it off. So now there's a tier, at least at the one I did anyway. Possibly at the other one. And we just kind of damage him until the fans do that. So this is a really low level fractal. This is only scale 4. And I actually recorded this quite a while back. I've just only now gotten to putting a narration on it. So the poison's back, but we're so close to killing him, there's literally no point running to the fan. We can just finish him off. So we've got a load more harpies again. So even though they want to skip ahead, I always kill this one, because if you down, you end up within kind of his damage range and you can't res. So this first one is always a good idea, even if you're skipping just to kill. and then you kind of just run past, because if I stop and kill everything, it's just going to take forever. Because I didn't think I had any ascended gear at all at this point. So yeah, and then we are literally now at the final boss. So this is strange. The boss you can't actually deal damage to. You deal damage to his golems, and then when the golems go down, he kind of just flees and you win. So there are 4 golems, and they've got the greatest names in the history of golems. But like one will appear one at a time, and then after you kill one, the second, and so on and so forth, till you kill the 4th, and then they all respawn at the same time. Okay. So this is Snuggles. Nice golem who does AoE damage. Snuggles is now dead. Now we fight Mr. Mittens. And you notice all their cat ears. So, okay, and now we've got Professor Mew. And then we have the greatest golem of them all, Baron von Snufflebutt. And now that they're all dead, they all come back to life. Just kill them all. It's really easy. And then when they're all dead, that's it. Fractal over. He does a little thing about kind of dying. He's not dying. He vanishes and you're done. So yeah, there we are. That is how to do the uncategorized fractal. It was admittedly only level 4, but you can kind of like, you know, it works the same regardless. Anyway, thank you very much, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.